If you're a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility and your machinery isn't working right, Grainger knows you need to understand what's wrong as soon as possible. So when a conveyor motor falters, Grainger offers diagnostic tools like calibration kits and multimeters to help you identify and fix the problem. With Grainger, you can be confident you have everything you need to keep your facility running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
It's Pro Savings Days at Lowe's. Get up to 35% off select major appliances and save an additional $1,000 when you buy 4 select LG major appliances. Plus, get a free DeWalt 20-volt Max 5 amp-hour battery when you buy a select DeWalt 20-volt Max tool. Get the job done for less at Lowe's. We help. You save. Valid through 9/26. Selection varies by location while supplies last. See associate or Lowe's.com for more details and qualifying items.
President Donald Trump of the United States, U.S. has announced plans to meet one-on-one with the President of China, Xi Jinping at Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation, APEC meeting coming this November in South Korea, and according to President Trump, he had a phone call with President Xi to also pay a state visit to China early next year to discuss and find a possible solution to end Russia-Ukraine war, and the U.S. issue with the Chinese-owned social networking company, TikTok, that may face complete ban in the United States if agreement is not reached on December 16, 2025. That aside, the United States government is currently being considered as a pseudo-practitioner of free trade and free speech, and freedom of association. Some observers accused U.S. government of monopoly in the technology industry, that it wants to remain superior in the social networking business. Hence the U.S. government is demanding to own and control TikTok, trying to use all manners of manipulative and deceptive ways to force ByteDance to sell TikTok to Oracle and Silver Lake, among others, because of China government alleged control of TikTok algorithm and also allegedly having access to the data of US users. Interesting as it may be, in the aspect of trying to apparently abuse freedom of association, United States government under President Donald Trump has revoked and denied visa to Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas and 80 other Palestinian. It may be true that there are certain things people do to others, they may not take the same from anyone. This assertion appeared to have come into play in the current administration of Nigeria President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who in the era of President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan apparently used spin logic to always make false statements, incite the public against the government, destroy the reputation and personality of the then President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. As you may know, spin logic in communication is a public relations campaign strategy that uses deliberate biased or misleading interpretations of events and information to influence public perception. In one of the viral videos between 2012 and 2014 in the history of politics in Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who was then a chieftain of the defunct Action Congress of Nigeria, ACN, and later All Progressives Congress, APC, allegedly told a gathering of thousands of people that the then President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan said Nigeria citizens should face death or starve to death, directly or indirectly saying that the then President Jonathan did not care about the well-being of his people. Till date, Tinubu has not shown any evidence to back up his claim that the people are hungry. President Jonathan said they should face death, and in some occasions, Tinubu called on the police not to attack protesters, specifically, on November 29, 2013, as people of Nepal in South Asia country took to the streets in an unprecedented manner to protest an end to corruption and bad leadership in the country during the week after a short-lived ban on social media by the Nepalese government. Nigeria's secret police, known as Department of State Security Services, DSS, appeared to have doubled efforts apparently to avert the unpleasant Nepal situation in the West Africa country, a situation where some politicians in the South Asia country tasted the bitter side of their citizens like never before. The DSS has appeared to be on the neck of ex-social media management to ensure the deletion of a post tweeted by the founder of Sahara Reporters News Media and a well-known anti-government critic, Omiyele Sowore, that allegedly described the Nigeria president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, as a criminal. a statement Sowore made in reaction to the words of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu over corruption in Nigeria while the president was on official visit in Brazil. The DSS said Sowore misrepresented the president's statement and as such, the supporters of the president are not happy over it. Hence, the security service demanded a retracted publication from Omoyele Sowore, but, in a swift reaction, Omoyele declined and accused the DSS of always acting illegally. In a letter written during the week and addressed to the Director General of the Department of State Services, Omoyele said, I, Deputy Commissioner of Police, DCP Olumiyiwa Adejobi has officially announced the appointment of Chief Superintendent of Police, CSP Benjamin Hundeyin as the new Public Relations Officer of the Nigeria Police Force. After him, the former police force spokesperson was promoted, reassigned and redeployed to Delta State as the Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of operations, a sensitive position that has generated massive reactions from members of the public, especially those who widely believed that DCP Olumiyiwa used his office as force spokesperson to suppress freedom of speech by arresting and detaining people on grounds of alleged cyber-talking and violence instigation against the Nigeria police force, while many accused him of abandoning the main security challenges affecting Nigeria, and created more time for himself to be reading through comment sections on social media to harass innocent young Nigerians over mere comments, and the new posting may offer DCP Olumiyiwa the opportunity to always lead a team of combat joint security squads to battlefields where he may have direct contact with some of the deadly and well-armed gunmen in the South and Southeast geopolitical zones. He's expected to lead offensive and defensive operations against militants and armed robbers who have killed several policemen, sometimes in mass numbers in recent years in the oil-rich Delta State where his new job, Dangote Group owned by Africa's richest man, Aliko Dangote has denied ownership of the two trucks involved in separate road accidents on Wednesday at Azala, Four Corner area, close to the Federal Road Safety Corps, FRSC State Command and the University of Nigeria Teaching Hospital, UNTH in Enugu State that claimed 10 lives and injured 10 others currently receiving treatments in the hospital. The company made the denial based on the report made available by the Enugu State Command of the Nigeria Police Force that the two trucks involved in the accidents were owned by Visco Investment Global Limited and Global Investment, but videos made available online by road users and residents who witnessed the scenes of the accidents showed the name of Dangote boldly written and inscribed on the head of one of the trucks involved in the accidents. The police said the first incident occurred around 9 o'clock in the morning, claiming 6 lives, and the other took place at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, killing 4 persons. And our check indicated that the Visco Investment Global Limited is registered by Nigeria Corporate Affairs Commission, CAC, as a general contractor, and the company head office is opposite Dangote Cement Factory at Obajana in Lokoja area of Kogi State. And its statement on Wednesday, Dangote Group may have admitted Visco Investment Global Limited as a partner as it described the contracting company as a third party. Nigeria President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has said that the West Africa country has no fear over whatever the President of the United States, Donald Trump, is doing, although the Nigeria president did not give details what the US president is doing that the nation has no fear of, but President Tinubu at a meeting with political leaders at the State House in Abuja on Tuesday said that the country has met its revenue target for 2025 from non-oil revenue sources, saying, if Nigeria as of August has already met revenue target from non-oil products, the country has no fear of whatever the President of the United States, US, is doing, adding that the economy of the country is now stabilized, saying, the Naira currency is now performing well in the foreign exchange market, with a claim he met dollar exchange rate at 1,900 Nairas per $1 on May 29, 2023 when he took over as the president of the West Africa country, praising himself that he has worked hard to reduce the foreign exchange rate from 1,900 Nairas to 1,450 Nairas per $1, A claim we fact-checked to be very incorrect. We observed that President Bola Tinubu on May 29, 2023 met foreign exchange rate at 461 nairas per $1. On the day of his inauguration, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, well-known human rights activist and a humanitarian, Martins Vincentots aka Very Darkman, has apparently threatened the media, especially those he referred to as bloggers, not to use his video contents on their page, and if they do, he would report the video to the management of social media platforms like YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, among other online platforms. The video or videos were published and ensured the video or videos are brought down or removed. He stated this on Tuesday noon in a 9 minutes video wherein he accused the media, especially those he referred to as bloggers, of not joining hands with him and others to launch massive campaign and awareness when Ruth Otterbour was alive, the sister of the Big Brother Nigeria Season 7 winner, Ijoma Otterbour aka Fina, who allegedly needed more attention and care from Dangote Group of company owned by Africa's richest man, Aliko Dangote, whose truck hit Ruth Otterbour few days after the accident victim. Ruth Otterbour rounded off her examinations as a final year student of Federal Polytechnic in Auchi, but, according to Very Darkman, soon after the death of the accident victim was announced on Sunday, bloggers started publishing the news stories massively. Continuing, Very Darkman accused Fina of being a greedy person, saying, Fina wrote a demand list of 1 billion naira to Dangote even when she has not visited her sister in the hospital to know the true picture of her. Solomon Ehijia Tor Arase may be the true definition of the popular saying that, police is your friend, if only you are a good character police officer. The former Inspector General of Police, Solomon Ehijia Tor Arase, apparently validated the aforesaid statement to be true when his death was announced on Sunday, August 31, 2025. The death sparked uncommon good words of condolences from many Nigerians. Unlike before, millions of Nigerians make negative comments against dead top government officials. But in the case of Arase, millions of Nigerians took to their social media pages and comment sections to say good things about the IGP that policed the Nigeria states between April 2015 and June 2016. Even human rights activists that always talk negative about the Nigeria police force, like Barrister Adiyanju Deji, was among the earliest mourners on Sunday to be at the residence of the late IGP to pay a condolence visit with a tribute, saying, "May the soul of former IGP Solomon Arase rest in peace. In my about 20 years of knowing him, he helped us get freedom for many student union leaders and comrades who were unlawfully detained. As IGP and after his retirement, we remained close and continued to seek his help whenever citizens' rights were abused. We also observed that many serving and retired police officers like DCP Olumiyiwa, management of Dangote Group, says they are saddened over the death of Ruth Otterbour, the sister of Big Brother Niger Season 7 winner, Ijoma Otterbour aka Fina, saying they had concluded all arrangements and made all necessary efforts to fly the accident victim abroad for the continuation of her medical treatment, but the company was waiting for her doctors to certify her fit for air travel. The company owned by Aliko Dangote, the Africa's richest man according to Forbes, made the statement in a press release issued few minutes ago after the death of the new graduate from Federal Polytechnic in Auchi was announced by her family through their lawyer, Barrister Justice Shegun Ojino of Echo Solicitors and Advocates, saying, the graduate, who was knocked down alongside her motorcycle rider by a truck owned by Dangote Group in Auchi community earlier this month, passed on exactly 6:30 hours on Sunday. According to Dangote Group, we are deeply saddened by the passing of Ruth Otterbour, who was injured in the recent road incident involving one of our trucks in Auchi, Edo State. On behalf of the entire Dangote Group, we extend our heartfelt condolences to her family, friends, and loved ones at this difficult time. Since the accident, our officials and insurance partners have been by her side, covering all financial and medical costs and supporting her family. Arrangements had been made for her to be flown to India for advanced. Men of the Nigeria police force in Anambra State have arrested a soldier with the Nigerian army, Dominic Orras, for alleged kidnapping in the state. According to Anambra State Police Command, The suspect confessed he deserted from the Nigerian army or absconded from military duties since November 2024, adding, 4 suspected members of the Biafra secessionist armed group have been shot dead in a joint operation with the operatives of Agony Chamber local vigilante group that lasted over 15 hours at our community in the Arumba North local government area of Anambra State. According to the spokesperson of the Anambra State Police Command, SP Tochukwu Akenga, in a sustained effort to rid Anambra State of criminal elements, police operatives attached to the Rapid Response Squad or KUZU in collaboration with the Anambra State Vigilante Group, AVG, Aganekemba, acting on credible intelligence, stormed a secessionist terrorist camp at our Arumba North local government area of Anambra State in the early hours of the 21st of August 2025. During the well-coordinated operation that lasted for more than 15 hours, the operatives successfully dislodged the insurgents, rescued a victim who had earlier been kidnapped and held hostage in the camp. It was reported that despite the payment of a ransom of 20 million nairas only by the victim's family, the hoodlums aborted his release until he was eventually freed by the Joint Security Team. Nigerian Railway Corporation, NRC, says it has directed the third-party ticketing company to refund the money paid by all 583 passengers on board the Abuja-Kaduna train that derailed at Asham community in Kaduna State on Tuesday, saying, although no death casualty was recorded, but 4 out of the 7 persons that sustained injuries were serious, while 2 of them were discharged immediately at the hospital. NRC, in a statement on Tuesday, said, following the derailment of the Kaduna-bound Abuja-Kaduna train service earlier today at Asham, Kaduna State, the Nigerian Railway Corporation, NRC, wishes to provide an update on the situation. A total of 618 persons comprising 583 passengers, 15 NRC crew members, 1 medical personnel, 8 cleaners, and 11 catering staff were successfully evacuated from the train. Out of this number, 7 passengers sustained varying degrees of injury and were immediately transported by ambulances to hospital facilities by medical personnel mobilized to the site. The remaining passengers were conveyed safely back to Idu and Kubwa stations aboard a rescue train dispatched from Idu for that purpose. All have since returned safely to their destinations. In line with our commitment to passenger welfare, our third-party ticketing company has been directed to immediately issue refunds to, apparently angered by the continuous mass killings in Imo State. The Commissioner of Police, Aboki Danjuma, has personally led a squad of Joint Security Team to forests in a Kigwe area of the state, in search of the leaders and members of the Biafra Liberation Army that comprises of Black Marine, often operating between Nigeria and Cameroon borders, Biafra resistance fighters always operating within the southeast states, especially coordinating attacks against Nigeria security infrastructures within the connecting forests between Akigwe in Imo, Umaniochi, Ahafia in Abia, Afikpo, Ishiagu in Ebonyi, Ihiala in Anambra and Ogu in Enugu, among other sub-groups that are mostly commanded by Ifeanyichukwu Okpegbu Okrementa as aka Major General Gentleyao, who hails from a Ku community in a Kigwe local government area that is currently witnessing mass killings in recent days. This, the Director General of the Department of State Services, DSSDG, Adeola Oluwatosin Ajayi, was seen in Imo State on Tuesday after a video went viral, showing 3 young men suspected to be members of Biafra fighters shot dead at a close range by someone suspected and widely believed to be Major General Gentleyao, who had accused the 3 young men of armed robbery. Thus, he said the 3 young men, who may be in their 20s, abandoned the duty post.
Bringing you the news in a more digital way.
With Robinhood, not only can you trade individual stocks and ETFs, you can also seamlessly buy and sell crypto at low costs. Trade all in one place. Get started now on Robinhood. Trading crypto involves significant risk. Crypto trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Crypto LLC. Robinhood Crypto is licensed to engage in virtual currency business activity by the New York State Department of Financial Services. Crypto held through Robinhood Crypto is not FDIC insured or SIPC protected. Investing involves risk, including loss of principal. Securities trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC, a registered broker-dealer.
We all know those GLP-1 injections work wonders, but that price tag almost gave me a heart attack when my insurance denied coverage. I was staring at a choice between paying my mortgage or paying for weight loss. Talk about a rock and a hard place. Then I found Elevate Health compounded semaglutide at just $58 with payment plans that don't require a second mortgage. Same medication, same results, but a price that real folks can actually afford. Visit joinelevate.com today. That's JOINELEVATE.com. Your wallet will be as happy as your waistline. This medication is not FDA approved.